What's the meaning of life? That age-old question. And that's me right there too, by the way. So there's the old me and the new right now me. Just saying, what's the meaning of life? The meaning of life is overcoming the obstacles of this body. This is not you. It's not you, okay? This body is not you. But overcoming not just this body, of course, we appreciate this body and love this body. We thank this body for the wisdom of infinity. Nature is infinite wisdom, literally, that we are accessing by being in this body. So I love you, nature. Thank you, nature. Of course. Matter, the Mother Earth, matters, mother, matter, mother. Here I am, grounded in this body. But as an individual ego human being, what's the meaning of life? It's overcoming this body. And you could talk about spiritual stuff there, but first, it's overcoming the stories in this body. Okay? This is something that people have to really know and get clear in their freaking head. You are going through things physically, non-physically, because of the stories that are hidden, quote unquote, in your body. The quote unquote demons of your lineage, the demons of your family. All families have stories, okay? And there's been a lot of war in this world and a lot of suffering in this world. So, the demons of the family are in this body, so you have to overcome the stories in this body. You don't take them personally. This ego wants to take everything personally. Oh, my stories of this body, and cancer in my family, for instance, right? That's an obvious one. Oh, in my family, we are like this, and there's stories, okay? And then it affects the body, okay? But then life is also about overcoming this brain, the limitations in this brain, and the limitations of the stories it's creating, limiting stories it's creating. This body is infinite in the sense of nature, the mother, matter. But then the consciousness, of course, is infinite, the Father, from above, the energy that comes in. It's like the Taoists talk about heaven and earth, heaven and earth. Okay, so bring that energy down in. It energizes you, it upgrades you. Do it in a healthy way. You have to open a ceremony and bring in the powerful energies that you trust in first. Then bring in that energy. High vibrational information, as Leo says. Shout out to Leo. And the Rojas. This energy that comes in from the Father Sky, the cosmos, it comes in and energizes you, and it also gives you upgrades. So this is really important. People need to understand that. You'll get upgrades. See, we only think that we have this body and brain that's going to downgrade all the time, but that's where the Father comes in, and then you get upgrades. So, okay? So we have to access this cosmic energy down in, okay? And that's the Father. And then the Mother is the grounding and the nurturing and the love and the warmth and the peace. And that's, I hope, as much as even if we didn't get it, we want that, right? Comfort, the Mother, grounded, being in this body and being here right now in the world, in this realm called the beautiful realm of manifestation and reality. And even though we do have a very traumatic past, it's just part of the story, okay? And it's the stories that we've been telling ourselves as a humanity. So we have to overcome. It's your choice. You have to, if you want, you have to overcome the stories in your body. You have very specific stories for your body. All the information of nature is in there, right? So that includes all of the traumas it's been through. So just recognize that, remember that, and that alone will heal you. Maybe you won't get sick in later in life if you just remember, know that, oh yes, the mother, this body, but we're going to overcome the limitations in the body and just appreciate and love the body. So stop focusing on the negative. But we have a lot of trauma from our past and it's hidden in there. So that's why this is a big point. We need to understand that you are going through a lot more than your physical life because of your connections to the stories of your family and what they went through, okay? So we have to know that. And once you know that, you're like, oh, okay. And it gives you a reason to relax and just say, hey, I'm not crazy. You're not crazy. You are holding the traumas of your family's past within this body and within this consciousness, within this heart. All the heartbreak in this family is right here in you. That's called karma. That's called family karma, okay? Cause and effect. Karma is just not, it's not mystical at all. It's just everything has a cause, and then once that cause causes, you're going to have an effect. If you push something, it's going to go over there. Cause and effect, okay? So, bring in that cosmic energy, the Father for upgrades, and energy and enlightening, so to speak, and then bring up the Mother Earth, the matter, for grounding, for nurturing, for healing, and for pooing. That sounds really funny, right? I said that on purpose to give you a laugh. But we literally poo on the earth, okay? And she transforms that for us. So we can also give that energy. We can poo our non-physical. We can have non-physical poos, and you should, because that's how you can be a healthy person. You have to have a way to ground on the earth and then give the excess energy you don't want and the negativity that you're holding on to. You want to let that out. You want to poo that. Spiritual pooing. People need to do this. So I know it's funny, but seriously, do you want to be suffering and fucked up all the time? Well, now it gets serious, right? So stop dwelling on all that stuff because you have to let it go. I mean, how do you do that? You have to go take the time to actually spiritually poo. Go on the earth and spiritually poo. Give her all your crap, emotional crap, mental crap, your stories and your family lineage and all that. Just try to give as much as you can. And then she'll transform that. She'll transmute that. She'll Vajrayana that energy, bitch, So, dude, don't laugh. I mean, after you stop laughing, make sure you do this as a daily practice. You have to let go. Why do you think you're so crazy? Because you're holding on to all this crap, and we're on natural with Wi-Fi and all this like energy and electricity all over the place, and we're animals that are tripping out, because there's too much electricity and waves going around, right? Not to mention all the psychological trauma we're going through. So, and stress, we're just so stressed too. All of that together. So, poo out, energetically poo. Go on the earth and give her your crap and relax and ground to the earth. You really need that. It'll stop you from going crazy and it'll help you relax and it'll help you remember the mother, okay? Peace.